Okay. That'll do the trick for now. I've got a general idea of what I want to do tonight. Whether or not that'll happen, I'm not sure. I'm not going to be too worried about it if it doesn't, but yeah. Long story short, welcome back, folks. Let's go. Today's docket, I mean, realistically, I don't really have one. Kind of just whatever comes to mind. That. Honestly, fuck it. Yeah, no, that fits. If I do 5 farm, 5 farm unintentionally, because I accidentally ran into a scoria van, so I can't really do anything with that. I guess I'll do that, and then do right 4, left 4, up to depth 9, down 0, go. This should be... yeah, that'll work. Perfect. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the walls, honestly. I might switch things up a bit. Do I can do cobblestone. Yeah, cobblestone would work. It's a quick, easy fix that's gonna expend some of the resources I've got because kind of need to use it. We'll do the cobblestone triple bricks. That's pretty close to the twigs bricks. I do kind of enjoy that. I think it'd be best to do. I guess just normal bricks probably wouldn't be half bad. You know what? No, fuck it. We'll do raw cobblestone. Now, now, let's pop open the wall and bada bing, bada boom. That's cut tough. Honestly, I can't really tell the difference. You could told me that was the same block and I would have believed you. The entirely really only reason I noticed that was a different block was because the sound. That was it. Yeah, no. I thought I'd enjoy it. Rock cobblestone is a bit too textured, too curvy, rounded. Don't get me wrong. Enjoy round things, but on the walls. We'll do... Yeah, we'll try this. This might be a good mix of crude and refined to be... Oh yeah, no, that's plenty. Yeah, no, that's way better. Okay. Much better. This is gonna pop the wheat. It should survive, probably. There we go. Good to go. But yeah, no, I definitely think earlier today has made me realize just how multifaceted my brain can be. No, that's clearly a joke. I'm never doing that. Like, as coordinated as I was, that was largely assisted by the fact that I didn't have to pay attention to one of the games. Unfortunately, it was either I, fucking putz around and wait for the rounds to finish, just kind of judging the various decisions it made. Or, I could just play Mario Kart. Oh, I played Mario Kart. Like, that's all there is to it. Thankfully, at the very least, I don't have to worry about running out of material for the walls, because, well, the walls are my materials. Yep. Make a few more of those. Oh. Uh, Actually, I can use the indentation in the wall, the 5 bisection, to do a inlet for gaining access to the inevitability of the growth accelerations, or the growth pulsars. So, you know. I'm dying of hunger. Eat some bread. Okay. So, most of it's pretty much all set. Barring, you know, stray block or two. I don't think I'm too worried about the ceiling right now. I don't really know that it's in that dire straits, realistically. I'm sure once I inevitably figure out what I'm going to do with the ceiling, I can put something there, but for right now, I don't know. We're going to have one farm for carrots, and then another one for the inferium seeds. So I get to get that prepared. Do I have a... No, I do not. Then I'm gonna have to go get a couple buckets of water. I'll steal one of the ones from the farms already in there. That'll be fine. Like, it ain't that big of a deal. I could probably put some sugarcane on one side. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll do this. I'll throw sugarcane here. There we go. Good to go. So now I need some dirt, sand. I got plenty of sand. So we'll use some of that. Plant some sugarcane there. Obviously, it's not going to be a massive farm for right now. It's just something to fill the area and to keep production up. So I don't run out. The man, thank you for the follow. How's it going? I didn't grab the dirt. Realistically, I should have. Yeah, just I got a whole bunch of it in this. How are you doing tonight? What? Okay, that's just the potatoes. Never mind. Okay. Stick. Porch. Right now, just building a farm. Nothing too crazy. Eventually I'll do other things, but obviously I need food. Oh, God. Okay. Awesome. Ah, shit. That was bound to happen. Nope. Just single player. Saves me the headache of logging off, coming back on, and seeing my shit vanished, and also, you know, dealing with issues on the server if, like, I build something and it's not up to server TPS standards. If you want the pack, the name of the pack is in the title of the stream. Because it's not just any one mod. You know, I think I'm on day, like, 20. And that's just a guess because I haven't really been paying attention. But that sounds about right to me. Right? Let's see. We're on 53. I lied. Mini kitchen. I need a knife. Should make an iron one for now. Doesn't need to be anything crazy. Okay. Ah, shit. I just realized something. So if this is going to be carrots, I'm going to need another section of farm. Three, four, five. Yep. Down there for now. I think I'm on 121. Five, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, and this should come back out. Not at all what I wanted, but you know what? I got andesite, so it's fine. It's gonna get replaced with cobblestone bricks anyway, so not gonna worry about it too much. Go ahead and throw a torch in the middle of that and start this side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't really need to worry too much about being able to build better. I got access to building gadgets, so realistically, if I really wanted to make things go faster, I could use that. But I'm not a huge fan of, like, over-the-top, hand-holdy building sort of mods. I need that to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So here. Dunk that down there. Yeah, maybe. Not too worried about it though. It's not like it's particularly slow, and it'll get faster once I actually enchant my pickaxe. So, yeah. Unfortunately, though, I have gone through a few diamond pickaxes while building this, so there's that fun little concept. I'm gonna push this into the ground by one more, because this is what's gonna be the... Oh my god. That's gonna be the rice farm. I don't know that rice needs light to grow. I think it just needs shallow water. I'll still light it up, though. No, not particularly. Like, as far as performance goes, it's generally just more of a strain on your computer than anything. Like, as long as you engage with the audience to whatever degree you're comfortable with, then you're, you know, just kind of doing your thing, people will show up. Not super frequently, but they do show up. Occasionally you'll get regulars who'll show up. You know, they'll stick around for a little while and, you know, be on their merry way. Like, I don't recommend getting into streaming if you are actively trying to... I'm gonna leave that as is. Because I think there was a reason why I left that like that, but we'll come back to it. But, like, I just recommend if you're starting out, just do it as a hobby. Like, figure out, you know, your life in the day hours and stream at night. Or, you know, if you're not fucking insane and plan on staying up till 3, 4, 5 in the morning, streaming whatever, then, you know, do it during normal hours, but yeah, like it's not super difficult. The hardest part is having a computer that's gonna be capable of handling it. Like, my computer, pre-RAM shortage and price jacks, cost me about $800-ish. And I specifically, like, used the budget parts that I had to more effectively make it a streaming PC. But I also picked up a few gadgets along the way, so, like, if I wanted to, I could just hot swap over to playing, you know, fucking Mario Kart or whatever, and like, it would be easy. It's just about learning little tricks and tidbits to sort of extend what you can do. Because you're going to run yourself ragged if you just do the same thing over and over again. So having some variety is really helpful. Okay, so that's good, that's good. I've got carrots, potatoes, wheat, rice, sugarcane, grapes for fermenting. That's wild. Most of that, I imagine, is probably your CPU and graphics card, assuming it's pre-RAM shortage prices. If it's post-RAM shortage prices, that probably jacked it up by quite a bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll do it. Pre-RAM is wild. Yeah, no, I think I spent a couple hundred-ish dollars on my card. Because I wanted to make sure that I had RAM in this thing. So I want to say I have 64 gigs of RAM. able to be used for whatever the hell I need it for. Like I have 16 allocated to Minecraft right now. Do I have 16? Yeah, I've got 16 allocated to it. Only using 33% with shaders. That's fucking crazy to me. God. Every time I think about it, I'm just I'm brought back to the idea that I used to play this game on a laptop with 2 fucking render distance and 20 frames. Jeez. What a fucking timeline, dude. Cause like, let me I'm gonna do something real quick. Hold on. Let me disable this. It would have had to have been like this. You know what? We'll hit the 20 just for oh my god. It's the stable 20 that's the weird part to me. God. Oh my god. This is oh wow. Not even being able to see across my base. My, how the times have changed. So, for context, I played this on a real old laptop. Like, I'm talking 2008 laptop. God. The crazy part is that this doesn't even seem that bad to me. Like, I could play at this frame rate and be perfectly fine. Like, this isn't 20 frames is normal to me. Meanwhile, I'm sitting all the way up here. Oh my god. Oh my lord. How the times have changed. Oh no, max shadow distance. Fuck that noise. No. Actually, no, 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 no. Because you don't need to be rendering. You don't need to be rendering shit that far. We'll keep simulation distance slightly below visual render distance. God, the fact that I'm still getting a stable fucking... Hold on. Now. Did my performance go up? No. Okay, no. Weird. Okay. God, what a timeline. Oh, thank you for the ender pearl, sir. I shall use that to make my shrinking device. But that will come later. So if I do 1/10 of half, I'll be at 0.05. Right? Oh, I'm gonna be fucking minuscule. No, so I do this a lot in modded survival sessions where I'll make the shrinking device specifically for like create and applied energistics because it'll allow me to go into spaces between like shafts and blocks and the ME cables and blocks so I can like maneuver through even if they've been covered over by like facades and shit or the cable covers. I can still get behind them and like manage it without destroying half the wall just to get to it. But we also have the charm of shrinking, which gives you the ability to drop down by half. So I'm going to be from one block down to 1/10 of a block. Which I think see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So one block is 16. 1.6 is going to be my scaling. Or no, 1.6 would be up. I'd be at 0.05 in scaling, but actually, I think I can hit zeroed, right? I think they allow for that now. I'm pretty sure you can zero out the scale anyway. I should have a thing of stone somewhere too. I think they're all over here. Yeah, I know it's usually 0.1, but I do know sometimes there's a chance where it's just like, yeah, no, we're going to go all the way down to 0. Because I've definitely had that experience. Alright. Let's go see. Cause I'm assuming this is the one that's just 0.1. Nope. -1. So yeah, it is 0. Because I think this goes off of like percentage scaling. So no, that wouldn't make sense because 0 is normal scale. Then what the fuck is -1 then? Huh? Oh. Oh, I see. -1 is I want to go in between the block. Oh, everything's been reduced. I see. I barely crest a block, it feels like. Alright, well. This will be fun to use. And then eventually I'll get flight from mystical agriculture and do all that nonsense. Um. Hmm. I really would like to get the shrink pendant right about now. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm 2 pixels tall. If I shrink my scaling down by half, I'm the size of 1 pixel. That is amazing. And go back to normal size. Okay, so it's not a massive amount to shrink and grow. That's good. Wait a minute. I've just had a thought. Man. Damn, that sucks. I was really hoping that was gonna work. Should be a full-grown dude on an RC plane. Okay, so what do I need? I need slime balls. I also need to move those. I also need to make a create area. I also need to do a whole bunch of things, but that's neither here nor there. So I guess we'll do create out this way. Oh, thank you. I'm holding the wrong device. So should be 4 with a depth of multiple of 3, we'll say. Up by 16. Nah, we'll do down by 16 too. Go nuts. Ooh, I probably should have made that much wider. Okay, let me go ahead and go back before it gets too far. Ooh, otherwise I'm going to have a lot of issues. Particularly with building. And I don't want to deal with that. Not in the slightest. Okay, so bam, bam. Goodbye, power. Hello, activity. I think I hit it dead center. Yes, I did. Okay, sweet. Let me just. Um, it puts the blocks back in over me and I suffocate and die. That's what happens. Okay, well, anyway. Shit. I didn't think that through fully. Well, Oh well. I guess. I guess I have to deal with the consequences of my actions. I'm gonna need some ladders. I can make andesite. I can make copper ladders, can't I? Yeah. What's up, Gobbo? How you doing, buddy? Yo. Shit. Okay, damn. The goblins know how to party. Okay. All right. Have a good night. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe I'll do a sandstone floor in there. Fuck it. Can I just say, shout out to infinite durability chisels. The most underrated fucking building tool. Like, I gotta say. I don't know what I'm gonna make the wall. Frankly, I don't really have a plan for the walls. I haven't really got that far. I'm kind of just painting by numbers here. And we're gonna see how it looks afterwards, because I've been given I've been given the owl. All I can do is start coloring. As a very chill guy, a very nice Afro once said, "There are no mistakes, only happy accidents." And yes, I am aware it's Bob Ross. We're gonna go ahead and put that horse right back in front of the cart. That's still fucking sand. Literally nothing has changed. Where? Okay. Like playing whack-a-mole with rocks. You feel stupid every time you missed it. That's still fucking sand. I'm tempted to make your punishment become sandstone. Like, if you're so badly in need to become part of this project, I will make you a part of the project. Like, it's not that serious. You could just be sand and be cool. Instead, you're gonna, you know, try and weasel your way into the sandstone thing. Like, that's not how that works. You can't be sand and stone. That's just objectively not possible. Modern Minecraft science can't do it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just gonna go ahead and wall that in a bit. I don't know, I'll use it for something later, but realistically what's probably gonna end up happening is I'm just gonna completely wall it off and blow it over to that section over there. Use it as a light piece. I probably should have invested in a building gadget. However, we don't invest in building gadgets. We only destroy by machine here. Ah, shit. Alright, well. Hopefully I'm not out of sandstone, because if I am, I'm in a bit of an oopsie-poopsie kind of situation. I mean, I got more than half the room done, so I should be able to at least, you know, make some sandstone and... Fuck. I am out. Okay, I see. So we're just gonna... Paul? Oh my god. I don't even know what mod does that. That's odd. You cheeky son of a bitch. You tried to bait me with your suspicious ass sand. You know what I wanted. You know how much of a disappointment that was. Oh, you could hide sand in the sands. It'd be funny hee-hee-ha-has. No! I want it sad. Fuck you. So, unfortunately, I am out of sandstone. I could make more, but I'm not gonna. The question becomes, I guess, what do? Because at this point I'm kind of committed to the whole sandstone thing. I could just delete it and go in with cobblestone, but I feel like that's kind of a cop-out because I'm already 3/4 of the way done. So, I think my best option would be to do the water wheels down on the bottom. I don't know if I'm gonna quite get to the point where I'm making, you know, a whole factory. I'm hoping I do, because there's not a whole lot going on in terms of quests. Like, it looks like a lot, but it really isn't. You know, if you just do things, they'll happen. Quantum Bridge? Oh, yeah, that's... Okay, never mind. I thought that was a different quantum thing. Okay, yeah, so this is all just standard non-issue applied energistics. Oh my god, a universal terminal that isn't ash. Shout out to AE for having a good wireless terminal. And giving you the ability to go cross them. So, I'm gonna rant for a moment here. I'm gonna rant. I'm not super, like, opposed to more mods coming out of the scene for doing, like, mass, quote-unquote, digital storage. But I gotta rip on fucking RS for a moment. I appreciate the fact that there's no channels. I appreciate that it's entirely focused on just getting the items in. I think that's great. However, I have had so many issues trying to automate with RS. It is wild. So, for anyone who wasn't here during earlier streams, I played a pack called the Create Chronicles The End Venture. Great pack, highly recommend it. If you want a more adventure-focused pack, I definitely recommend it. But in that pack, they have the RS system. And for anyone who doesn't know or isn't familiar with Minecraft modded lingo, that's refined storage. It's an alternative to applied energistics. It's a bit more loosey-goosey on how it goes about Dick! Whatever. But it's a bit more loosey-goosey on how it goes about doing inventory systems. So you'll generally see, like, you know, mass quantities of items stored in it and, you know, like armor and stuff like that. It is really great with armor. Because instead of it being 63 types, so if you have 63 different pieces of armor, it's not going to... Ooh, red grapes. It's not going to completely fill your system. It'll just fill, you know, those 63 slots and then move on to the next disc. RS, what that'll do is it basically bypasses the typing and just fills in the 1,000 items like they were just items in a chest. But I think where RS does well with general storage, it's, like I said, a little on the iffy side when it comes to automation. Because I've had worlds get disconnected in single player because a particular recipe was too complex. Like, I went through a whole saga for a little while of me sending bug reports to the creator of the pack to, like, be like, hey, this seems to be an issue. I don't know what's going on. Turns out, entirely RS. Funny thing is, it's not the first time I've had something almost identical happen. In the earlier days, I think it was a little after it actually, like, fully came out and was in its, you know, in its actual, like, general use sort of phase where everyone's like, okay, this is a cool storage system. I hooked one up to a Tinkerer's Construct smeltery. So I was like, oh, I'll just, you know, I'll feed it lava, and anytime I want to make ingots or whatever, I'll just, you know, have it spit out the things, and I was having it all pump into tanks. So anytime an item got made, or anytime like a fluid got made, it would get pulled out of the smeltery and then automatically fed into a whole bunch of the I can't think of the name of them, basins and casting tables. For whatever reason, I wanted to say basting tables. Anyway, my fuck up aside, I went to go and start this recipe up, and immediately the entire server goes down. And I'm like, okay, that's probably an issue. We'll reload it and see if, you know, if it's a thing. The server didn't come back. I killed the server so badly, it just fucking pieced out. Like, it was rough. So ever since, I've just kind of been about RS. And that experience in Adventures kind of just solidified it for me. That while I do enjoy the competition of who can make a better digital storage mod, I do think AE has done a phenomenal job with being able to include automation in it, and it's like super flexible. The only limitation is that you have to worry about channels, which they give you, you know, massive cables that hold 32 channels. There's 16 varieties of cables, including Fluix. So, like, you've got plenty of options. And you can have 32 channels per facing of the control. Like, it's amazing. I was about to say, I didn't pick up the plane. I did. But, like, it's a thing that's happened so frequently. Because, like, I've made massive ME systems that have been able to produce thousands of items over the course of several minutes. And every time I've gone to click craft, first thing is just a salute, and then off it goes. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about me specifically. I feel like I've run into every edge case with RS that I possibly could. And I don't know how. I don't know what it is. Because I enjoy RS as a concept. I love the idea of just being able to go, I want 6,000 pieces of armor from this mob grinder to be shoved in here, and I don't want to fucking pay attention to it anytime soon. And RS will be like, yeah, sure, here you go. Go nuts. Fuck, I mean, you wanted 1,000? Fuck, we'll hold 64k. You'll be fine. Just go fucking go lollygag off into the end looking for your elytra for the next 6 hours. Come back later. You'll be fine. You'll have like half your storage system. You'll be great. Like, I think that's phenomenal. AE, you have to fucking micromanage it to be like, okay, well, here's an outlet for you to be able to, you know, peter out all that ore or all that, you know, armor and shit. And even still, AE would be like, that storage isn't looking storagey enough. We're gonna bypass that and just oh god, everything's full. And so it's like, you know, like, I wouldn't mind a bridge mod between the two. And maybe you can just do that natively. And I'm just too dumb to do it. But it'd be nice if it's just like a nice, simple, hey, here's a storage block that mimics a storage of the entire... Well, I could see how that could crash a server. Maybe we don't do that. Because it would have to read through and register every item in both systems in perpetuity anytime it gets called on, which for AE that can be pretty much always, which is why it's not like super recommended to use storage blocks all the time, and eventually you either use one to connect a large storage grid, like sophisticated storage's storage links, or you use the system. So maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't, I don't know. I don't know enough about the ins and outs of how AE calls storage to really say. But, like, I remember being a dumb kid and being like, damn, AE is so complicated. I'm never gonna figure this shit out. Meanwhile, a grown adult being like, damn, AE is still complicated. I'm never figuring this shit. Nothing's changed, man. Like, y'all were expecting some fucking happy end in that story? No. I still don't understand shit. I know enough to get it to do what I want it to do, and that's pretty much it. Like, only just recently I learned that fucking quartz cables are capable of transporting power. So you can have multiple controllers on the same system, and that's generally how you do peer-to-peer points. Like, never bothered to really pay attention to that whole notion of, yeah, no, you can just do things, and it's cool. Like, it's hard to fully explain just the level of sheer stupidity I have when it comes to AE. But at the same time, I feel like a fucking genius when I have, like, the entire factory sprawled out in my fingertips and I can just push a button and it'll just fucking be off on its merry way, crafting hundreds, if not thousands of items. Alright. Thankfully, I don't need you to be super deep, so... Eventually, I'll make a winery. Because I got a bunch of grapes I need to do. But it is crazy. Thinking back on... God, it would have been... days and weeks of just me in my room as a kid playing Minecraft. And it's despite the fact that I've been playing this game for honestly probably encroaching on 15 years now. No, not quite. Is it? I don't think so. It couldn't be. Because it would have been... early beta. I actively owned it when Hunger and Experience came out. I think I actually owned it when Pistons came out. Or was it when Pistons got retextured? It might have been when Pistons got retextured. Either way, all in all, like I've owned Minecraft a while, and it's just really interesting to think back on A, what it looked like, and B, just how long it's been in my life. Like, despite it being, you know, essentially just the same gameplay loop, like, mods have kept this game alive for me for so long. It's actually wild. Because I don't think there's a game that I've played this consistently for this long over such extended periods of time repeatedly. Because like I have God, I have thousands, if not tens of thousands of hours in this game. Like, I really wish I had some of the older worlds that I made. I remember trying to find, like, the most detailed texture pack I could to make Minecraft quote unquote look good. Misguided and vain attempts. The amount of shady websites you have to go through to fucking like it's I gush about it now, but there was definitely a time frame where it was definitely a very different game, and I definitely think it could have gone a very different direction too. It's just crazy for me to sit down and think about it. Because it's always just kind of been the same. It's gotten different, but kind of like coming home to a hometown that you haven't been to in some number of years. You recognize the streets, you recognize some of the landmarks, you recognize occasionally a couple people. Hmm. Definitely don't think I've been back to my hometown in quite some time. Ah, shit. Like, I definitely grew up in small town. Like, I think at most, let me actually check, because I know it couldn't have been any more than like a couple thousand at most. I only ever remember seeing a few hundred, but we had plenty of, kids going through school, so. No, I don't want Ontario. Yeah, it's only got a few thousand. Jeez. That's crazy. So yeah, it had less than 10,000, it has less than 10,000 residents. Let me see when I would have left. It's gone up quite a bit. 9095 to 9600. That's crazy to me. So the schools are probably fucking obliterated. Like, because they were overcrowded when I was going to school. And it certainly seemed like they weren't slowing down as far as like how many kids were getting enrolled, so. God. It's crazy thinking about how many times I've done something stupid in that town. Definitely should have gotten in trouble for it and just didn't. God. Wild. Like it's one of those things that I don't think I'm ever really gonna get used to, you know? It'd be nice to move back there. Then again, I don't know how it is these days. Hmm. Just weird to think about. Alright, so we'll drop that off. I still need to get slime balls. Gotta figure that one out. Figure out where I'm getting slime balls from. It'd be nice if my base was just in a slime chunk, but I don't think it is. I guess I can go stop by the ocean and see what do there. But I think there is. Oh, it might not be in this pack, but there is a fishing net. A golden mixer. What do? You do literally nothing. Then why the hell are you a thing? Nether alvas. Proxy to access AE2 networks. Oh, whoa, okay, wait a minute. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Interesting. All Where's a winding machine? Changes the amount of turns on spools and resistance and resistors. Okay, so that's a separate thing. Concrete hose. Obviously, the generator and electric motor are their own thing. Rotor generates power. Laminated magnetic alloy is probably what helps aid in generating power. Weathered iron mechanical drill. Creative mechanical drill. Obviously, I need the creative casing, which is. Ah, I see it's a decorative bit. Honestly, I do like the look of that, especially as a depot. Oh, refined storage is in here. Weird. The 60 different fucking pages of boat. All right. Crunch. Damn. Yeah, there's no such thing as a fishing net for create contraptions, which is kind of unfortunate, but to be expected. Like, I'm not gonna really be able to do a whole lot when it comes to that. All right, well, I think for now, before I get too engrossed in sleep, I think that is where I'm going to call it for the night. I made farms. I wanted to start moving create stuff over, but I think that's gonna have to be a tomorrow thing because I gotta figure out that entire room realistically. I gotta do the management for the farm. Well, I guess I really don't, but I will need to at some point in time figure out how I'm going to get the rotational power from point A to point B. I think it. Let me see if it has facades. Okay, no, but cable facades do exist. Um, if Axonet exists, I might be able to use cable covers for it. Does not seem to be the case. Hmm. That's actually kind of tempting. Either way, that is going to be it for this one. I appreciate you folks for stopping by, vibing out and hanging out with me. And yeah. I'm just kinda I'm in a bit of a funk, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to fully describe without sounding kind of whiny. Like I'm just kind of because I got all these things that I want to do, but my brain's like, how about no? But anyway, appreciate you folks for stopping by. Listen to me rant. Listen to me rave about AE and RS. I'll see if I can do a cross system thing where any armor and stuff like that that gets picked up by AE will get exported into RS, but that's a bit iffy because I have to do a whole bunch in order to do it, and the whole 9 yards. Is the tiered crafters in no tiered crafters is not in this. Damn, that's unfortunate. And tiered crafters are honestly like the biggest saving grace for refined storage. Anyway, here, folks.